Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. From uptown Charlotte. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The drive starts with a run by Allen. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Go! Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. Go!
On second down, here's Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Taken from just outside the 30. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Michael Vick. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Randy Moss, 60 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Tucker with the point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. And it's caught. Touchdown. Michael Vick with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Rice. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Gonzalez. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, that's a sight we should see a lot today. Tony Gonzalez, first in receptions by a tight end with 1,325 and trails only
Jerry Rice.
Yes, for most receptions all time.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd down. And on the ground they go with the running back. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. Blue.
Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And they'll run it for the first time with Ricky Williams. Evades him at the 20 and able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers.
Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Vic readies to throw. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of They do, however, have a long coming up. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to loft one deep left side here into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for the great one, Jerry Rice. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Chiefs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now they'll run it on the toss. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? It's like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes fighting his way through contact. Man open, it's Moss complete. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try to keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Now a nifty footwork. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Blue 45.
He'll get it up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Blue 45. Blue 45. Slow.
Now Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And Gold is able to put it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side. Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now a 2nd down throw for Vick. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Partner, we talked about this at halftime, but I don't think either one of us expected it to continue. Michael Vick has been bottled up in this game. This defense has done a fantastic job of containing his running ability. It is so rare. They could never contain him back in the day. Remember 2006 when he set the single-season record with over 1,000 rushing yards. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Oh, it's a wobbler here. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing, Vic. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play, Vic DeMoss. 42 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Vic to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's Vic. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Jerry Rice, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
On third down, Vic. He's going to air one out. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Jerry Rice, 34 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Well, those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. He's going to look deep down. This is intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. Oh, some strong running.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So here's Vic following the interception. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Stop! Let's go black 2 man.
Now here's Vic. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Justin Houston bringing the pressure again, and that is his third sack here tonight. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. To throw, Vic. And the pressure gets to him again. Justin Houston in there again. My goodness, that is now his fourth sack tonight. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does. But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. They're already slim. Hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And this is incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Vic now. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And this one is incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for the end zone. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
Hey, 24. Line, 300.
Now Vick on fourth down. And this is going to be incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Green 39. Green 39. Slow.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. That's the story.